Captain Tommy Scoville, and you're on the lifeboat. I do want to thank everybody. Obviously, I'm back home. Let me get this set up here, people. So, I'm back. And let's see who we've got on here today. Let's see here. I see Oculi Mortis. I see Flaming Jackson. Good to see you, Flaming Jackson. I see Miss Hermit Hill, Kentucky. Good to see you. Greg F. Always a pleasure. And, hey, Fiona Crispin. Lady Fiona Crispin, it is so nice to see you. I'm not sure whether or not I've told you recently, but you're one of my favorite people. I don't get a chance to say that very often, but you are one of my favorite people. So happy that you've joined us today. Brandon Calloway. Brandon, good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Well, people, obviously, I'm back in northern Nevada after spending a really nice week with my family in southern Florida. We did some live feeds from there. Obviously, you guys got a chance to see some of that. It was a beautiful time that I got to spend with my family. It was really something else. If you watched any of the live feeds from when I was down there, I had an opportunity to, Miss V, good to see you. Stacy Michaels, very good to see you. I got a chance to reconnect with people that I did a lot of damage, or at least I thought I did a lot of damage to relationships over, the hiatus that I took from just disappearing and leaving, people, sort of high and dry in terms of the relationships that I had with these people. Not just a matter of being incarcerated, but before that happened even. Ben Genetics, good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a good holiday. This is a tough time of year. Saigon Cinnamon, great to see you. I did have a lovely time, Fiona. Thank you. Even before I got incarcerated, I was avoiding, certain. I was avoiding everybody. I was avoiding all of the people in my life that could have known that I was using. 25 days without cannabis. Well done, Jackson. Well, I had a chance to go down there and meet these people and sort of get reacquainted, and it was beautiful. With so many of them, Bex, good to see you. With so many of them, it was like no time at all had passed, and there was certainly nothing. There was no damage done by all the time that I was away, and that's really a beautiful thing. It's something that made me feel, connected with family in a way that I hadn't in a really long time, and that I can't tell you how much that means to me. Seventh Son, good to see you. I saw Seventh just left a message about letting Mark know that we would like to do live feeds in the morning. That would be a good idea. Mark needs our prayers. Details are forthcoming, but he's having some health trouble, and I want everybody to keep him in our thoughts and in our prayers. That would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure it would to him as well. I'm trying to let more people trickle into this live feed before I get too deep into the details, but you know what? I don't want to let it get too late into the evening, so I guess I will start. I'm going to start by telling you this. We're going to go to 2 live feeds. We're going to test it and see how that works out. So tomorrow in the morning, I will be doing a live feed instead of doing the normal 8 o'clock video that I would be putting up. That's 8 o'clock on Oculi Mortis's coast. That would be on the best coast time. Instead of doing the normal live feed, the normal video that I always have up there, we're going to go live, and we're going to see how this works out. We're going to play it by ear, but a lot of people have weighed in and said that they would really prefer that, and it does seem to me that we get a lot more done in terms of people Best Coast. Oh boy, Oculi. We do seem to do a lot better in terms of really helping people when we do this live. The interaction back and forth is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. It's where we really are able to help people when they're in their time of need. If you show up at a video and you leave a comment, in a perfect world, I get back to that comment within a few hours, and then you see it maybe an hour later or whatever, and then you get back. Charlie, always a pleasure. That's Charlie Murphy, people. As you know, I have accidentally dubbed him Charlie Murphy, and everyone has really loved that. So I may just start calling Charlie Mullins Charlie Murphy. So tomorrow will be the inaugural live feed from the office here in Northern Nevada, from Lifeboat headquarters, and I'm pretty excited about it. There have been some comments. People have said a lot of nice things, but one of the comments that I keep getting over and over again is that, people are worried that it's going to be, more than I can handle in terms of the workload. People, I'll be really honest with you. This is easier for me than it is to make a video. That's really, it really is just the truth. The interaction and taking what you guys say and working, in a conversation kind of a thing is a lot easier than going and putting together a video and editing it and getting it over to Mark so that he can do the final touches. An update. The doctor has put my wife on heart meds instead of major surgery. So far, so good with the meds. Boy, I am so glad to hear that, Ben. I've been praying for your wife since, I guess we're going back a month and some change, huh? Seventh son, I'll try to be there. How can I miss making Tommy blush? That's so... you're funny, Lady Fiona Crispin. You're funny. But if you're going to do that, I could do the same thing. You don't want to go down that road. I could say, "Who are you again?" Because seems like it's been a while. People, is it my imagination, or did Fiona maybe go to a different channel for a month or two? I don't know. Seems like I haven't seen her in a while. Kiss Freak, good to see you. Always a pleasure. Great to see you. So tomorrow, live feed. We start the process. We get the ball rolling. It's one of those things that I'm really looking forward to. I think it's part of the evolution of the lifeboat, and it's something that I think is going to make the boat better, and that's important. I realized that I always, you were not peaking. You can stop that. We know better. I always have a subject. When I come on, it's very rare that I come on and we just sort of really just shoot from the hip and do a back and forth thing. There's almost always a subject matter, but it's different when you have that subject and there's no interplay, right? The purpose of the subject is just to get everybody talking. It's to bring something up. Miss Honeybee, welcome. Good to see you. It's just to get the ball rolling. It's a lot different than trying to do 10 minutes of a subject that I'm going to then have to go back and edit and do all of that. So Miss V says, I don't think Fee would do that to us. You know what? She probably wouldn't, honestly. I might pick on Lady Fiona Crispin, but I am pretty fond of her. 40-foot Garbage Man, great to see you. Really. Getting to know the 40-foot Garbage Man a little bit better. Great guy. Really just a great guy. That's what happens when everybody reaches out. Like you're supposed to. You reach out and you send me an email and I get a chance to meet you and to talk to you. It's always more fun from the host standpoint when I get that opportunity. And 40 has done that. He's a great man. Really, really great man. 40-foot Garbage Man. So lovely to see me, says Fiona. Yes, Fiona, we realize everybody's happy that you're back, but saying it's lovely to see me might be a little over the top. I'm just saying. People, so in terms of tonight's subject matter, as I was saying, I had a great time in Florida. I reconnected with family in a way that was better than I hoped for, honestly. I said in one of the videos that I did that I always had a very special relationship with my aunt. And I don't want to sell everybody else short. It probably sounds like I didn't care about anyone else I visited, which is simply not the case. It was great to see my uncle, and I got to meet cousins that, although I had met them, the last time I saw them, they couldn't speak. And if they could, they weren't saying much. And it was really a cool thing. I got to go and I worked out a couple of days while I was down there, and got to do it with one of my cousins. She came and worked out with me every day, and she's just really fast becoming one of my favorite cousins. Just really a cool person, fascinating person, great shape, good sense of humor, has one of the best dogs you'll ever meet in your life, dog named Moose, that just a great big lovable animal. And the whole thing was just amazing. And obviously linking up again with my aunt was a big deal, because she and I really do, we just get along I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. There's just something there that, I don't know. It's just really, Bubba, good to see you. Just really personal connection that has been there since I was probably 12. The first time that I met her, just loved her to death, and hasn't changed, which is amazing. You know what I mean? Because we all sort of evolve and become different people, but she is just the same person that I met all of those years ago, and that was great. And that is the good news. Swiss Vapor, great to see you. Sorry that you can't sleep, bud. I really am. That's awful. I haven't slept in a couple of days either, people. It's been a tough run as far as sleep goes. So I reconnected. It was magic. It really was. Then I got on the airplane today to come home, and as we were on the plane, I don't know when the last time any of you flew was, but now when you get on an airplane, you can, I know the last time Bubba flew, right? A little Con Air. When you get on a plane, you can use your phone a lot longer than you used to be able to. They'll allow you to use your phone basically until they shut the doors, and then they've got Wi-Fi that you can kick in, sign into when you get into flight. It really has changed quite a bit. But as I was sitting on the runway, we got a text that told us that my Aunt Norma died last night. During the night, I guess, I don't know exactly what time of the night she passed, but no one found out about it until this morning. And all of the details surrounding it aren't, I didn't really get all of them yet, because it was just really kind of a shock. This is really my great aunt. It's my mom's aunt, but she's the last of that line. It was my grandmother, and and she had a sister and a couple of brothers, and she was the last one left, and she was 90 years old. But which is obviously that's a long life, but this is a shocker, because it wasn't a situation where, like, her health was not. It wasn't one of those things that we thought. Death was imminent. She was sharp as a tack, and everything was still going well. And as I said, the details on it are still not quite in, and it really is a shock. It's so we're this is something we're kind of dealing with as a family. And I was honestly not going to do the live feed, but I didn't do anything this morning. And from the very first day that from the very first time I did a video here, we've never taken a day off. And it's not something that I want to do. I think that this is, I was real specific about what I wanted to do with, back then, the Tommy Scoville Show, and now the Lifeboat. I always had said that anything that goes on in my life is something that I'm going to share with the group. And the more that I do that, the more you guys get a chance to know me, the more likely you all are to open up. And we've talked about this a lot. The key to to this entire process is opening up, and so I wasn't going to put this off until tomorrow. I wanted to come on here and tell you what was going on, but I'm not going to make an hour live feed today, fam. I'm just not going to be able to do it. I haven't slept in a couple of days, and there's just a lot going on. For those of you who pray, if you could please pray for my aunt's family. And I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the people that live with her, because the shock to them is obviously going to be far more extreme than the shock that it is. This is tough for everybody, but she had people that lived in the house with her, and the shock to them and to their system right now is just, I mean, it's devastating. And, I thank God, this is going to sound, maybe odd for some people, but I thank God that this happened at the end of this vacation and not the first day of it, because, we were able to have just such a fantastic time. And if this was going to happen, it's a terrible time of a year for a death. This close to Christmas, it's just an awful, time for to lose somebody. But had we lost her a week ago, we would have been down there just sort of struggling that. I think it was a blessing that it happened when it did. I would have been more of a blessing if it had happened after the holidays. The holidays are just tough on people in general. And now for a long time, this is going to be something that, every Christmas is just going to be really hard on all of the people that were living with her. It's just going to be a really tough thing. So tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock on Oculi Mortis's West Coast, Best Coast, right here, I'll be at the desk, and I will be doing a live feed. I'll be doing it for an hour, and we're going to start that and see how it goes. From my standpoint and from your standpoint, we're going to see how this works, and I really hope that it's a win. I think it will be. So if you could also keep Mark in your prayers, he'll fill you in on all the details. But Mark has been struggling with some health issues, and he's struggling again right now. The other good news is that tomorrow at some point, I am going to go out and get a little fur ball. We're going to get the mascot. I see no point in putting this off any further. I would like to make sure that we get the office pussycat and start that process as well. So be a busy day tomorrow. But we're going to start it with a live feed. Between now and then, reach out and try to save somebody. And if you saw last night's live feed, boy, you know what? Choose to be beautiful. I did all day today. I really did. I'm proud of myself today. It was, and I don't know. You can, a puppy, seventh son. Don't say that. It's got to be a kitty. A kitty can sit on the desk and walk around. I couldn't have a puppy up here. Puppies become dogs. Kitties become cats, and a cat could still hang out on the desk. This has got to be a, this is very much the lifeboat animal. I can't possibly have a large dog on the desk. That just wouldn't work. Beck says lifeboat wages. Mark needs prayers. He's just having some trouble with his health. The details of which I'm not, he's not dying, people, but I always feel weird telling anybody what's going on with someone's health unless I specifically say to them, hey, is it cool if I, share the details of this with the crew? And I didn't get a chance to do that. I was on an airplane and I was trying to get all this done while the doors were shutting. I knew he wasn't going to be able to get on the feed, and I know he's under the weather. There's not any danger of passing or anything like that, but he'll be here, I assume, tomorrow, and he can bring you up to speed on exactly what's going on, But so between now and tomorrow, oh goodness, would you look at that? Between now and tomorrow, people, you know what I want you to do. We have but one assignment. It's the same assignment that it is each and every day. So between now and then, please reach out and try to save somebody, because it is what we do. Okay? I'm Captain Tommy Scoville. This is the Lifeboat, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks, people. God bless.